Hi everyone, in this video I want to do a review of the new Z1-Rider2 3-axis gimbal by Zhiyun. Let me show you how it works and give you some demo footage later on. Let's start off with what's in the box. There's of course the 3-axis gimbal, which is wire connected to a handle, which holds the controls and batteries. You'll need 2 LiPo batteries, which are of course included. Additionally, you'll get the charger, which uses a microUSB port. The USB cable is also included, which can be used for the charger or to update the firmware of the Z1-Rider. You'll also find another cable, which can be used to power the camera with the batteries of the gimbal. Now that's very useful. When I tested it, I forgot to bring some spare batteries for my GoPro. You'll also find a bar and screws to attach the camera. The shorter screws are used for the GoPro alone, the larger ones if you use your GoPro with an LCD backpack. A Velcro is also included to mount the gimbal's grip and of course an English manual. I really like the gimbal as it is very versatile. It features a GoPro mount and a 1/4-inch thread at the bottom to attach it to a huge variety of mounts. Let me show you later with some test footage. At first, I'll show you how to set it up. Put the GoPro in place and fix it with the bar and the screws. The camera is held very tight when in place. Open the bottom of the grip and insert the batteries. There you will also find the power button for the device. There are 3 buttons on the handle and a LED next to it, which indicates the battery status of the gimbal. The middle button is the mode switch button. Long press it to start the gimbal and the camera levels automatically within seconds. This button is used to switch modes. Currently we are in pan follow mode, so when I turn the gimbal, it will follow smoothly. If you short press it, we change to locking mode. Now the camera stays in place when I turn the gimbal. When you double press the button, you can switch to pan pitch follow mode. Now the camera not only follows when I turn it, but also when I pitch it. In this mode, the upper and lower button are used to level the camera. When I go back to pan follow mode or locking mode, the buttons are used to pitch the camera. You can also do this while operating, so you can use the gimbal as a small chip. So what has changed to the earlier version of the Z1-Rider? The control algorithm was improved, the torque is now stronger, and the motors rotate more smoothly. The Z1-Rider is made for GoPros and can also be used with SJCAMs according to Zhiyun's website. Unfortunately, I don't have a SJCAM with me to test. This model can't be used with the Xiaomi Yi. Well, kind of. The Xiaomi Yi is a little larger than the GoPro and doesn't fit into the aluminium brackets. You can use a large and a small screw to attach it. It's not meant to be, but it works. If you are looking for a gimbal for the Xiaomi Yi, check out the Z1 Evolution by Zhiyun, which works with GoPros, SJCAMs and the Xiaomi Yi. It's really great to have so many mounting options. Let me show you some test footage and how I mounted the gimbal. You've maybe seen this clip on my channel already, where I mounted the gimbal on my mountain bike. Focus on the horizon to see how steady the picture is and compare it with the movements of the bike, and take a look at the suspension to see how uneven the track was. I mounted the gimbal on the frame of the bike using a bar mount. Now I got off the bike and moved it left and right until the pedals hit the ground and pulled it up and down. Check out how the bike moves while the horizon is still leveled. For the next shot, I used an adhesive mount and stuck it to the helmet of the driver. Take a look at the movement of the quad and the ground surrounding the quad in this shot. The background in this shot looks very smooth as the quad is moving. Now let's take a look at the same ride without using the gimbal. There you can see how uneven the terrain was and how shaky the shot is. I really love how versatile the Z1-Rider2 can be used. For this shot we mounted the gimbal on a wrist strap to show the driver's face during the ride. Again, look at the background and the horizon, as only the driver seems to be moving within the picture. To give you a contrast, now we mounted the camera without using the Z1-Rider2. You can clearly see how shaky your shot is without using the gimbal. During this shot, I was sitting on the back seat of the quad and used the Z1-Rider2 handheld. You have two options to do so. You can either attach a handlebar mount on the battery grip and mount the gimbal directly to the battery grip, or you can mount it on a monopod. That's the way I did it. So you can easily extend the monopod and operate the gimbal in one hand and hold the battery grip in the other hand to adjust the pitch of the camera. The Z1-Rider2 is a great tool to get smooth and steady shots with your action camera. I'm also going to do a comparison video where I want to show you some footage with and without the gimbal next to each other. I hope you liked this video. If you do so, please subscribe to my channel. Visit my blog for more information. You will find the link in the video description. Thanks for watching and see you soon.